are recording this meeting because we are going to be putting it on YouTube. That way people can check it out later. Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Karen Hewitt. I am your Club Growth Director. And this is the first in an amazing series. And I cannot believe I actually convinced this man to do our first one, the kickoff. He is the best person to kick this off. Absolutely, by far and beyond a doubt. What this series is about how you are going to advertise your clubs on social media and other media outlets to help you grow your membership, become more present in the media and to the people. And it will also help with retention as well, because I find that when members feel like they're doing all the work, they tend to want to pull back. So by bringing new members in, this is how you make everyone happy. District 3 is really unusual. We offer this fantastic tool, and shame on those that haven't shared it before or haven't taken advantage, even if they knew about it. Like, this is amazing and you want this tool. Steve Feld is our public relations manager for the district. He is a DTM. He's a fabulous business coach and speaker, and Meetup is his jam. He was the PRM for one of his clubs, and he was so active on Meetup that they were coming up on the first page when people were searching. This is how you get new members to come visit your club. This is how you grow your club. And he is going to share not only how you're going to get on there, what you're going to do when you're on there, but how you are going to grow your club, have fun, and be successful while you do it. So with that, I am going to hand it over. Well, sorry, one more thing, housekeeping. This is a webinar. You will all be muted. Please, there is a Q&A button at the bottom of the screen. If you have, thank you, Steve, at the bottom of the screen, doing my best flight attendant impression. Pop your questions in there, and I will be delivering them to Steve when he's ready for Q&A. And I will also be monitoring the chat, and we will answer all these questions for you live. This is going to be fun. Please grab a pen and paper, get ready to take plenty of notes. You've got this. Steve, thank you so much for doing this, and take it away.
Well, first of all, thank you, Karen. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and we're going to be talking about Meetup. Meetup is actually one of the easiest ways to grow your club. And the reason is, why Meetup? Well, Meetup is a place where people are going to go to look to join clubs and organizations with similar interests. So if they're going to Meetup to look for speaking, you want to be on that page during that search and popping right up. That's how we did it in Maverick Toastmasters. When someone searched any type of speaking, public speaking, anything related to those keywords, we were always the first thing that showed up. Then other speaking clubs were below us. So of course, if you're doing the search, what do you look at? The first thing that pops up. So we want to get you all on that first page. Many clubs too don't realize the price is right. It's free. District 3 has a Meetup page that you can have your groups, your clubs on there as well to promote out. Now we're going to show you some simple tips and tricks to get on Meetup. We're going to start with the basics. First of all, what is Meetup? Simple, meetup.com, very basic. This is all the things that you love. So if you'd like to find a club to go hiking, singles, that's how Meetup actually started. But let's say you want to go on a hiking club and you don't want to do it by yourself. You just want to find some people to do it with, go to Meetup. There's a group in Meetup for everybody. So we're going to start from the basics on how to join Meetup. So I also created a fictitious email account, and so your name, I'm going to put in Bobby. So Bobby has a new email. So I'm starting this from scratch so you can follow along. So if you do not have a Meetup page, you can do this as well. As you can see, we are doing this live. I'm doing it on the fly for you.
I did have a question about the login for you.
Mm-hmm.
What email would the clubs use when they're trying to log into Meetup, when they're trying to sign up?
So right now, we're just trying to log in, set up an account for an individual. So like a PRM or any officers or even any members can just log in like that.
Right. And I'm seeing here some of the questions are going to be covered in a little bit. So if I'm not answering your question now or delivering it to Steve, is because I know he's going to tell you that, and it's going to be like, there you go. Some people are eager. They're eager tonight. They want to
Hey,
learn it
we're going to
all.
hit it all. So you do have to verify your account. So we're going to verify that bad boy. Okay, now we verified it. Now let us log in. Come on. Let's get back over to it. We should be good to go. Let us in, right? Profile. Beautiful. We are in. Bobby here. Our newfound person is in. So next up, highly, highly recommend set up your personal profile for many reasons. If you are the PRM or executive of your club, when people actually go into the Meetup page for your group, guess what they look at? They look who's the host. They really, really do. So by having a good profile helps you out. So you definitely want to have your name. Now, a lot of people on Meetup, and this is going to be coming up a little bit later, whatever name you use in Meetup, you have to let the PRM know about it when it's time to set up your club. Because if you go by Bob and all your emails say to the PRM Bob, but you put in here Bobby, we'll never find you. So whatever name you use, keep it simple. A lot of people are keeping their last names off of here for a reason. So it's for personal privacy. You can put a last initial, that's all good. You definitely, if you are open to it, you can put in all your other social media networks. Photo. Oh boy, this is super important. Now put yourself in the position of someone seeking out a club to join. Now, what kind of photo would make you want to go to that club, and what kind of photo would make you want to run away from that club? So put in something nice. So I thought, hey, we're going to do something that we see all the time out here. Let's pull in one of my favorites, and it's not put a zip in your Zoom. It's so not that. But we see some kind of like character or something funny. It might be our personality coming through. But is this a true representation of who you are? Think of it from an outsider coming in. They're going to look at that. They're going, is this person George Costanza? Or are they like Seinfeld? I don't know. So you definitely want to have more of a professional photo on there. And I did pick one just for this. Hopefully this will take it. But find some kind of nice photo. Because remember, if you also look at go join another Meetup page or anything, this is your profile. It goes with you everywhere. And a lot of times when you're trying to join another group or something, and they're going to look at your profile and your picture, and they're thinking, is this the kind of person we want in our group too? That does make a difference. So have a nice professional photo there. It does say when you did start with Meetup, you definitely want your location. Bio, very important. It's important for a couple of reasons. One, people will be checking you out, but why not promote what you do in your business in here as well? This is a great place to put in, I am cool, whatever it is. Fill this in. The more data you have in your profile, it does help with the rankings. So complete your bio. You see you have quite a few characters, 240 characters. Okay, email. We definitely want to make our interests. Oh, let's go to interests because I can see that one right away. Your interests. What do you like? So maybe it is Toastmasters, but maybe you're into other things as well. This is going to add a little bit of a personal touch on you and to outgoing. So being the PRM, you never know. Someone might just join the club because they have a similar interest as you. So you maybe think, okay, hot pets and pets. Well, I'm into like maybe cat rescues. I don't know, and dog parks. Put it in there. You're going to find some similarities with people, and they can find that connection to resonate with you and maybe check out your club or join your club because they found something that you have a similar interest in. So fill these all in. And it even lets you know how to find notifying within how many miles. So let's say I want to know like in 25 miles of these kind of groups, because you will be maybe one day actually getting back together and meeting up with these people. Complete as much as you possibly can. Mm-hmm.
Steve, we have a clarifying question on what you're talking about right now, and that is we're setting up our personal profile, correct?
Personal profile. So first we have to start with the personal profile, and then I'm going to show you how you connect your personal into the group, because you have to have a profile on Meetup first. So if you don't have a profile, you can't be in the group. You need a profile. And now what I'm saying is set up a good profile for you, because it might not be just being used for just Toastmasters. It might be used in other groups as well. But people will check you out when they go into the Toastmaster group to check out your profile. Put in as much as you feel comfortable with. That's what I always tell people. The more data you put in, the more you can connect with people. Same with like social media. You can set your privacy, or in Karen's words, privacy. And do you want to show your meetups on Meetup groups? Now this one I am big on, because if I'm in one group, maybe someone sees my profile and they want to connect with me to learn about another group. So this is a nice way to get some social contact, but also, hey, expand your network as well. And you also want to show your interests on your profile, because that is going to entice someone to connect with you. Okay. You can handle all your subscriptions, payment methods. Hopefully we're having a free account, so unless you like to pay for something. So now you have your profile set up. So now we want to go find a group. Now that we have you in here as Bobby, this is your personal profile, looking professional. You're thinking, okay, great. Now I'm in Meetup. What's next? I want to go explore. I'm going to go find District 3 Toastmasters.
We're so abbreviating everything. That's just how we are.
See, now I'm under pressure, huh? Thanks, Lisa. There we go. Okay, so this is the main District 3 Toastmaster site. You definitely need to join the group, right? Big here. So I'm coming in as Bobby. It has me not logged in. So I'm going to join the group and let's see what happens. Okay, you guys are killing me tonight. I'm still not a robot, folks, really. All right, now let's see if it'll let me join the group. Okay, I'm a member. You need to be a member of District 3 in order for us to find you to make you the organizer host. So now that you're a member of District 3, you can actually check out all these other clubs. Now I'm gonna get into the editing here in just a few minutes, but when we're editing your own group, this is not the place to be. This is all of District 3. So it's how do you find how to get your group name and everything on here. So this is what we're gonna go to now. Come on, let me share this screen. And we're gonna go over how you can get your group on the D3 site. The first thing is, well, we already set up our own account in Meetup. Done. We joined the District 3 group page. Look at that, D3 Toastmasters. Now, here's the thing. When your name, you have to let the PRM know what your name is in Meetup. Like I mentioned, Bob or Bobby. Let us know it's Bobby so we can search the members that enter you in as the host. Email the PRM with your club's name, day, date, and time they meet. They will make you set up that page and make you the organizer of it. This way, we're going to get into this in a second. So you're going to add all your group descriptions, edit, location. You're actually going to change. So the PRM is just basically just setting it up. And then the VP, PR, or whoever else you have assigned, they can go into Meetup and actually put in all the data, which we will get to in a moment. And then this is a key thing. We're going to get into this too. You need to encourage all your members to get on Meetup and join your page, join your group page. The larger the RSVPs responding to the meeting, the greater opportunity is to guests. One little trick when we get to it, I'm going to show it to you. It will increase your analytics. And only make changes in your own Meetup page, not the master one that I just showed you, because that will change it for everybody. And here's one thing that we definitely noticed. Since a lot of clubs have gone virtual, they're just putting up their Zoom account along with the password, or sometimes no password, just the link. We highly, highly recommend that you do not do that due to Zoom bombing. If a guest looks at your page and they want to join or they want to attend, then put it in, give them the PR of memberships email and have them directly contact them. Let the VP of membership then have a communication with that guest and then give them the Zoom link and the code. This way it reduces getting bombed and getting your code out there, and you never know what's going to happen to it. Same thing with putting if you have a website, you could put it on there, but then don't put your Zoom. We have seen this time and time again. People are putting their Zoom meeting number and account, all the information on their website. So they're taking their Meetup page saying, go to the website to become a guest or join us as a guest. And then they have all the Zoom information on their website. Same thing, you can get bombed on it. So please try to avoid that. We're trying to keep a little bit of safety and security in your own groups. Okay, now that you are on Meetup, now it's time for us to do our magic here. The PRM, I'm gonna have to pull out of, so right now I'm in as Bobby. So I'm seeing this just like anyone else would. So let's take you to, not the back of the magic because it's gonna look the same. But I'm gonna log in now as the PRM. So I'm gonna set up that account. I don't know, has anyone have felt like a robot so much as tonight? All right, so the first thing I'm gonna look at is I'm gonna try to find my test one again. So as you can see, this is the master page when it comes up, showing the calendar and groups. So I'm gonna find our test page. As you can see, it's just showing me groups. Even though I'm in Toastmasters, there it is up on top. But as you can also see, it's given me suggestions as well. So even Phoenix Toastmasters need a picture. So let me see if I can find my test group. It took a little while to find it earlier. So we're in the Toastmaster training. I need to manage. I need to find Bobby. If not, I'm gonna pull you, Lisa. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, you should be finding Bobby. So for some reason, it's not finding you. How about Lisa? Okay, Lisa, I'm making you a tag, okay? So we're gonna make you the event host, Lisa, since you're on the call. Don't worry, I might remove you later. So its status has been updated. Beautiful. Now let's get back over into there. So now Lisa is also the event organizer. That'd be you as the VPPR or whoever you have running the page. Now, I will let Lisa know, hey, you are now the event organizer. Now it's your turn to come in and actually complete the page, because how you want to say it, how your club wants to say it is probably a whole lot different than how I'd like to say it. So the first thing we want to do is start editing. You only have the one event right now. We haven't made this reoccurring or anything else. That'll be all up to you. We're going to show you all that. So let's edit. Edit the event using organizer tools. You can see there's quite a few here, and we will cover a couple of these on here. So we're going to edit the event. If you need to change the name of the group, do it. Date and time, make sure everything is right. A lot of groups forget AM and PM. Sometimes you're just going through it and they don't realize that it starts off or it could default to one thing. How long your club is you meet. These are things that are important to the guest. So you got to think, look at it from the eyes of your guest. Okay, featured photo. Now this is one thing that we see once in a blue moon. I know you guys are not guilty of this, is putting up a photo that does not represent the club. And as soon as it gets done populating, see what I mean. I don't think unless you are Pirate Toastmasters, this is probably not an appropriate picture. Put a picture that's inviting. Get some live shots. Make sure everyone signs a social media release form. But get some live action shots. Show that your club is inviting. Showing something like this could be a turnoff to many, many people. So put something in that shows what your club is about. It gives you personality, gives your club personality, and it gives the guest kind of like a welcoming feeling, like, hey, are these the people I want to hang out with? Sorry, I just grabbed a club photo, and I know they signed the release. But put something enticing. A lot of times people will even do awards with everyone holding up awards. Those are great photos. It's action-oriented, real life photos. Don't put clip art or anything like that. You want to make sure it's really nice. Okay. And when you see it, look at this good-looking group of people when it comes up here. So it even gives you tips over here, how to do a great event. We're going to get into the description here in a second. But the more data you put into your Meetup page, the better it is. Okay, while it's thinking. So your description, while it's trying to think on the picture, the description, what to expect. Start off with a welcoming statement. Glad you're here. Glad you want to check us out. Give them a reason why they should check out your club over everybody else's. Don't poo-poo the other clubs. Why are you you? What makes you so unique? Every club has their own culture, their own dynamic. Put yours in there. Show some personality. This is the time to shine. And one thing I see a lot of clubs do is actually put in a basic agenda. Here's what we cover. And then they put a little description of each section. So what table topics is, what time they start. And it might say like 7 a.m. sharp. We're not messing around. Then go into president's introduction. Put a little caption like, what is that? They're introducing the club. They will be asked talking to the guests. So be prepared to say your name. Put something in there to give them some description why they need to join or come to your group as a guest. Definitely want to have descriptions in here also, how to contact in case of a question. Who are they going to contact? Put all that in there, not your Zoom link or anything like that. Maybe your website. That's a great thing to put in here. Also, use hashtags and keywords throughout. So certain keywords that are fantastic for Meetup are obviously speaking, public speaking, speaking skills, Toastmasters, Arizona Toastmasters. Put a few keywords at the very bottom. That also helps with the rankings, because if you're a guest and you're searching at the very beginning for speaking, you want to be up on top. If there's no keywords in your description, they can't find you. So make sure it's keyword heavy. Don't you say Toastmasters, Toastmasters, Toastmasters 50 times in a row. The algorithms do know that, and they will put you all the way at the bottom intentionally because you want to be that person. So don't do that. Put them throughout, make it a nice conversation piece. They do cap it, as you see, at 4,000 characters. You got some space. Use it. Just like table topics. You have the time, use it. Okay, making the event online. They want you to put it in a link right away. But it's only the people who RSVP. This is where I would say, uncheck this even for virtual, but put it in your description right at top. Due to the pandemic, we are meeting virtually. Please read below, something like that. Otherwise, they want you to put some kind of information in there. And recent places, hosts, okay? We can always, the host, like Lisa can add a host. We can also make some other things. Repeating events. Me personally, I do not want to do this every single week if I was doing it all again. I want this thing to repeat. So you can go in and make sure that this one is rock solid before you hit repeat. Because when you hit repeat, all the description, everything you put in repeats to all the other ones, all the other meetings. So now you can deliver, when do you repeat? Let's say every week, Friday mornings. Do we want to have an end date? No, we'll repeat until canceled. Fill in as much as possible. Ask members a question. The simplest thing is, why are you looking to be a guest? Or how did you hear about Toastmasters? What are you looking to get out of Toastmasters? Ask a few questions. Make it a little bit fun, unique. Attendee limit. Okay, I don't know about any club out there unless you have a capacity on your room. Attendee limit, there are no attendee limits. Well, I look at it, raise this thing up unless you want to cap it at a certain level. Because if you have your members and your guests adding up and they hit the attended level, this now just kind of goes into the background. So a new member or new person cannot find your group because it's maxed out. So you definitely want to take this up as high as you can. So yeah, I want that attendee limit high. This one I cannot stress enough. This is how to increase your analytics, shall I say, forced, if you will. When your members join the Meetup page, every member should always RSVP to attend, and then put in members. So here, I'm going to allow everyone to bring 5 guests, up to 5 guests. And I'll show you why this is critical in a minute. So RSVP, I want it all the way to the minute it starts. One of the things you should put in the description too is the number of attendees RSVP is not the actual number of people that attend a group, because think of it from the customer or the guest point of view. It says, hey, I look down and I see 3 people RSVP'd. So, and then I look at the next group, 10 people RSVP'd. I look at the next group, 30 people RSVP'd. Well, I don't want to go the one with just a couple. Maybe I'll go the one with 10. Putting it in there, because RSVPs is not actual who really attends. So you definitely want to make it RSVP open and put something in the description stating RSVPs is not a reflection of the true attendance. And you might, if you average 20 people per meeting, put in average 20 people per meeting. Well, I want to do RSVP all the way to the very, very last second. Okay. Method payment. Yeah, let's do cash, and let's do definitely 0. If you don't want to have it showing, don't have it showing. Refund I've joked with this on one club and they actually put it in. I said, yeah, put it in as 0, and the refund policy is if you don't get your value, you get your full refund back. They actually put it in and they said they got more comments on just that little bit of humor in it, and here we are just messing around. So you can have some fun with it, or you could just say, keep it off and make sure in the description it says complimentary. Okay. So now you have your page set up. We have it set up for reoccurring. It still does not like that photo. It really does not like that photo. You guys, after I've even looked for that photo, okay. So let's just save the changes for now. Okay, now let's get back in there and see how we did, if it even saved it. Okay, so Toastmaster training. We're back in the organization, did not load the photo. You definitely want to have a good photo on it. But organizer tools. So we can go back and edit that event if something is not right, go back and change it. You can actually copy the event. Let's say if it moves from one day or you have some extra days, copy it. If you have special events, so if you have a meeting every Friday, like clockwork, and then you have a special event like a speech contest or something, you need to go into that one particular day and make those adjustments. Because if you're a guest, think about it, you walk in thinking this is a meeting per the description, and you walk in, they're having a speech contest, you're not getting what is said in the description. So go ahead and make that change to that one event. Okay. You want all the members in your group or in your club to join Meetup and then RSVP. What we used to do too at the club is when people came in, we always just, right before we started the meeting, everyone, please take out your cell phones, get on Meetup and RSVP right now. We also did it for the Facebook. Why? We're trying to increase the analytics. When you RSVP, also, you invite 5 guests because that's the maximum. Why are you doing inviting guests? It actually increases your analytics. Remember in your description, actual RSVPs are not the same as real life attendees. So everyone should invite as many guests as possible, which is 5. What it's doing too is increasing your analytics when other people are searching for you. And at this point, this club is still hidden. The only people who can actually see this club right now, if they were searching, is Lisa and myself. It has not been announced out yet. Members can search for this club and find it and join in. But this little red button up here, announce. Once I announce it, now it goes out to all of Meetup. So now when people are searching for speaking, they can find me. If it's not announced, no one can find me. There's a little trick about announce. You have to do that for each week. So one suggestion, so you're not doing this every week, maybe you have to, is announce at least 4 weeks out at all times. So you can see some clubs are announcing a month out. They're announcing so people can search them in future events. So if I can't make today and you didn't announce next week's, I'll never see it as a guest. So announce it out. When you have members joining in, you can actually manage the members as well. So we have Lisa as the event host. You can actually do some other tools. We can contact the attendees. And this is a great thing. If you have a lot of people that are members or in your group here and you have not seen that, you're not seeing them at your meetings, why not contact the attendees and send out an email to all attendees or to specific ones? Hey, we've missed you. So I can make it to all the members that subscribed or a customized list. This way, I'm letting everyone know, hey, maybe for an open house. So if you change that one particular meeting to open house, and I want to let the non-active members or non-active guests, or even guests who joined the group and I've never seen again, I want them to all know about the open house. So I'm going to send a blast to all members subscribed. And it's for everyone who said, yes, I want everything. So I want leadership. I want inactive. I'll be checking everything here. I'm not doing that because I don't want it to go out to everybody. Everyone will be like, okay, who's Toastmaster training? Is this a new one? So just make sure when you're doing your list, it's like, which replies does it go to? So it should be here, probably DM3. I think I'm still in the main one. Did you see that, Karen? Yeah, I'm in the main. It threw me out. Threw me out over here. Contact attendees. Okay, attendee details. There we go. So, because I'm in the PRM, that's why. So if I was in my own personal, such as you wouldn't see all this. It wouldn't be defaulting back to District 3. But this is a nice, easy way to notify your members. Open houses, definitely, you want to have its own page, if you will. So if there was one coming up, definitely make open house, change the description, tell them why they should come, make it exciting, then hit everyone who's ever joined your page. Let them know, announce it. Another way to promote your club, because you want to draw people to Meetup, it's free, it's easy to register, everything else, is tell your members to post it on their social media platforms as well. Drive it to the Meetup. Why not? As a guest, you know, you might know John. I see John has a Meetup. He's going to Toastmaster training. Hey, what's that about? So I go into Meetup, find Toastmasters training, and then I can read the description. Maybe I'll go as a guest. Always have your members promoting your club throughout all their social media platforms, not just the club's social media platforms. Definitely want to have a link to your page on your website, Facebook, Twitter, wherever else your club has social media presence. Everything should be connected, intertwining. So if someone finds you on one platform, they know how to get more information for your club on other platforms and to come as a guest. And we have some questions, Karen?
Yes, we do. We have quite a few.
Uh-oh.
So Celia first asked, can we add pictures to Meetup? I know you went over adding the pictures as a profile image. Can you add it as a comment in the event?
So add like, let's get into
additional pictures.
Okay. So you can, as you can see, sorry, editing, you can event this event only. So if it's like, say that open house, or if it's recurring, so we're going to say this one. So in the pictures, let's see, in here. Some people actually make graphics, and you can see it holds 1200 by 675 pixels. So you can actually make a nice graphic in Canva and upload it there. That way it has some images and text. It's a great thing. Absolutely.
Okay. Then Zeus is confirming that we set up our personal account and then link it to the D3 account in order to promote and advertise.
Yes.
And that is because we pay for the District 3 account, which allows you to do more on the announcing and pushing it out there. And by setting you up as organizers, your clubs do not foot that bill, but the district has a all-inclusive bill that we foot for that.
We're trying to make this the price is right. It's a great way to promote your club.
So Celia asks, can we name it with our club name and use Toastmasters emails?
Define the after the @ is Toastmasters.
I think what she's just confirming is when they create their own club group to add inside the D3 group, they do it as their own club name. They're not going to do district Toastmasters training. They're, like, for example, in the chat, Zoom, the example of First Class Flyers, that's what you're going to name it.
Yeah. So whatever your club name is, because you want to be as descriptive as possible. You know, Uptown Club, whatever your club is known as, that's what you want.
Okay. Wendy would like to know, will this PowerPoint be that you set you showed, will it be sent out?
Oh, that one slide. I think we could attach it when we do the replay, right?
Well, we're going to put the replay up on the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And we can also attach as a file when we upload the link. Yeah, we can do that when we put the link on the website. Under training, there is a whole social media section that we filled out. Lisa is asking, why does her meetup ask for money to start the group? Is that because she's not in the D3 group already?
That would be my guess, because I've been there. So yes, they're probably not in D3 and they tried to set up their own Meetup account.
So make sure you're in that District 3 group and you sign up under those boundaries, so that way you're charged money. That's why we pay for it, so you don't have to. And then Zeus is asking, can we use stock photos because we can't take a photo right now?
Stock photos, just make sure that you have the rights to use them, royalty-free images. Definitely want to make sure of it. But
Toastmasters has an online library, but okay, I'm just gonna get real.
Use that.
Like being honest, not wrong.
Yeah,
take a picture when you're on a Zoom. Do a screenshot of your Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Say, okay, everyone say cheese, smile.
Let's see if I can find ours, because you're gonna love it, right? But yeah, I would say the more it's more personalized, think of it from the guest's point of view. Which would they rather have? Something that represents your club or a standard stock image? Here we go. Any other questions?
That was all the questions that I saw. And Zeus says, good idea. We take a screenshot every week on our meeting. You're taking the screenshot anyway. You're promoting it on social media. Use it on Meetup.
Yep. That's what I was trying to put up here, but it obviously does not like my photos this evening. So it doesn't like me, period. Here, let's do this.
One thing I was always shown and always taught when it comes down to business, so many people make the mistake of posting a logo or an object, but what really people want is connection. They want to see a bunch of smiling, happy people that they are willing to connect with and grow with. And right now, community is everything. People want to build communities and grow together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just putting up any kind of a image, like the pirate image, people are going to look at it like, really? Is that what the club's about? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't resonate. You want live, welcoming shots. It's like, look at your Facebook profiles. It's like, same kind of thing. Is it welcoming, or are you using stock photos that you just found on Google?
Are there any more questions either in the chat or in the Q&A? I'm just looking. I do not see any more right now, Steve. Steve, thank you. I love the tips that you shared, especially about, hey, you're here. Let's all RSVP. Let's all get online and RSVP. Oh, see, my light went down tonight, so I'm going to stay on video. I apologize.
It helps you so much in other social media platforms too. Just by having everyone check in on Facebook helps your group's analytics there as well. And if everything's tied together, you're increasing your rankings.
Absolutely. And that's what you got to do. It's like a little web. The more you weave it together, the more successful you'll be. Steve, you have been an absolute pleasure. And he's back again in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about open houses.
Yes. But next week, please sign up and register. We are talking about Facebook. Not only are we going to go over creating your page and how to do it so you can, if you want to do paid advertising, that's your choice. But we're going to show you how to create content. The biggest question I always get is, well, we meet once a week, so I post my meeting, then I have nothing else to post. I am going to show you how you can never run out of content for your social media and how you are going to be serving your prospective guests and members. Oh my gosh, we're covering, there will be LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter. There will be how to create graphics. There will be how to do press releases. All of this is going to be included in this course. You do not want to miss out. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic evening. Oh, we have one more Q&A. Hang on. Oh, does TMI have a standard media release form? The district does. We have one, and it is, we have a bit.ly. We'll make sure we get that out to everyone. It just a standard release form, or you can just have them do an email and say, do you agree to have your image put on the Facebook? I know Peter sent out a great email the other day. I'm going to steal that from him, and I can send that to anyone who needs it.
Yeah, and a tip on that for all the clubs, when we met in person, when the officers change, now's the time to get updated media release forms from everyone. It just takes a couple seconds at the end of the club, get them all done. It's a great time to also, do a little check on are the members getting everything that they want out of their club.
Peter was a fantastic and threw that link in the chat. So there you go. You have that link right there in the chat. He beat me to it. DJ Peter, although he's put his name as Pedro tonight, I'm going to assume it's our distinguished Toastmaster District Director, Peter Salazar. He threw that in the chat for us. Oh, it says to all panelists. Okay. I'm going to put it out there to all attendees.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure everyone's cool with having their images posted. Some people are not. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting their approval. It's just nice. It's the right thing to do. And if people don't want to be in it and you're doing a Zoom screenshot, just blur over their image or have them shut off their image and do it like Karen, just put up something else.
Okay. Can everyone see that link that I just posted? I want to make sure that it has come across. Yes, fantastic. Yes. Thank you so much for coming and spending an hour with us tonight. I hope you got some benefits. And I cannot wait to see each of your clubs on Meetup.
And I should say, email me, prm@aztoastmasters.org. If your club is not on Meetup, and give me that information that we need. Name, date, time, and we'll get you going. And the name that you're listed on as on Meetup.
So Steve, you'll be very, very busy this week adding every single one of the, we're going to have at least 12 people added to Meetup this week, 12 clubs.
That's it. Good. Bring it on. I'm ready. It just might not happen immediately, but it will happen late at night.
I hear you. All right, I think that we have all our questions answered. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Thank you, everyone.